Good morning, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car here, 2016 Hyundai i30, and this is a 1.4 VVC SE model. So what I mean by that is it is petrol. Petrols are pretty damn rare at the moment because most of the cars that we sold back in 2015, 2016 were predominantly diesels, especially in this size of the market. So we've actually ended up with very, very few choices for people coming in looking for a pre-owned car in petrol. This car is very, very nice condition. Because the petrols are so scarce, we actively always go and source these petrol cars. So usually the place we get them is from the UK and sometimes the north of Ireland as well. They'll always be one owner cars, they'll always be completely HPI clear from, you know, any accidents and finance and all that kind of stuff. So we do check them properly before they come over and when they come in. This car is in very nice condition. It's done about 26 or so thousand miles. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on the car, please do give me a call. 086 843 1945. If there's anything you'd like to know about financing or trading in your car or just general questions about the car, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. So let's run through the car. We'll start at the back. So on these SE models you have parking sensors in through there. These shape of i30s were very, very popular. I think they're a really, really nice looking car. From 2016 or late 2015 they had a facelift which involved these diamond cut alloys being added, and they're quite nice. They're bigger than the size of wheel that was on the previous shape, and they look a lot nicer as well. Not that the other ones are bad, but it's just they're quite nice with that kind of diamond finish, complementing the shape of the car overall. Okay, so in terms of the boot, let's open it up. So what we got in here is a nice tidy boot. And then underneath, if we lift this up once more, there is a spare wheel, which mightn't sound like a lot, but a lot of modern cars do not come with spare wheels anymore. So that is a bonus. The 1.4 petrol engines in these are really, really good. And the reason I'm saying that is actually they're very powerful. So a lot of 1.4 hatchback cars in around this size, sometimes they struggle in power a little bit. It was just that was the technology at the time. But these VVC engines, they're over 100 horsepower, so they're actually quite a quick car to drive as a 1.4 petrol engine goes. Right, after that then child locks in here, electrics for windows in through there. These seats are kind of cool because you can grab this little lever here, you pull that, apologies about the camera work, the bottom section comes up and then you can fold the seat flat down into it, so it actually gives you a nice flat load area along the back. There is 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts. There's an armrest in the centre. The condition of this car, I would be quite happy bringing anyone from anywhere in the country and saying, yes, this is a nice condition. Even things like, let's say, just the plastic behind the seats, kangaroo pockets there, they're all in nice condition throughout. And it looks nice too. Dark material, small bits of brushed aluminium along the door trims and stuff like that. Round to the front of the car. That engine, as we were saying, is good to drive, and it's also €270 per year road tax, which is quite reasonable, and realistic fuel efficiency somewhere in the region of about kind of 45 miles per gallon, which is about 6.5 litres per 100 kilometres. Again, late 2015 and 16, this facelift model got a nicer, what's called, I think, cascading grille at the front. After that then, in terms of the interior, of the headlamp, we also have our headlamp in through here, but in here, if you see there's cornering lamps. So when you're turning left or right, it actually lights up the area that you're driving into, and then our full lights down through here, our daytime runners in here, front fog lights in here, lots and lots of lights at the front. Anti-lock brakes behind these, vehicle stability control, vehicle stability assist, all these things basically are designed if you have an emergency situation, you slam on the brakes, it means you have full braking pressure, but you also have a full amount of control as well. Now, after that, on the inside, usual stuff like electrics for windows and mirrors. There is air conditioning as standard. There is USB connector down through here. Gears are 6 forward. Usual radio and CD kind of set up through there. There is volume controls for radio. There's cruise control in through here. We can even change things like steering setup for if you want a normal mode or a comfort mode, and what it's doing is making the steering heavy or light depending what way it suits you. Voice activated.
Please say a command.
FM 104.
FM 104.
So voice activation even for radio and for phone and all that kind of stuff as well. And one thing lumbar support for lower back, which doesn't come in the later model. I see the battery starting to go dead on this camera, so I'm going to speed things up. Height adjuster in through here, rake reach in through there for steering, so up and down and in and out. Anyway, that is a quick tour of the car. If there's any information you'd like on the car, please do give me a call. 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town. Family run business in operation for almost 70 years. We can take any trade in and we can offer finance on this car as well. So if you're looking for a petrol car, this is definitely worth considering. If you're looking for an i30 petrol, this is a particularly nice tidy one. Thanks for taking time to watch. If there's any information you want, please do give me a call. And hopefully this car is of interest to you.